Traders, how are we? Welcome back. Trader Tom here from Simply Forex, the channel created to help you understand the markets. Guys, as usual, we're going to start with yesterday's trades and look back at those. And if you stay till the end of the vid, I'm also going to give you my trade ideas for today and the important news for today as well. So stay tuned. Let's start with yesterday. We had two trades. One was successful, one unsuccessful. Okay, so let's start with the successful trade, and it was pound New Zealand dollar. So we was in this uptrend, and then it become a range. Okay, and this is where we're at so far. So it's been ranging between here and here. All right, so it makes sense if we get a bullish reaction at the bottom of the range that we can potentially take it to the top of the range. That's the idea. That's our direction of the trade. Okay, if we drop down to the H1, okay, and it was basically a case of following H1 structure. So price had came up, we're following H1 structure. Price didn't quite break this last low. Okay, I actually entered in here once we saw this bullish candle and this bullish candle. Put my stop below here, and the idea was to take price to 21,000, this nice psychological level. As you can see, I got my 1:1 eventually. Yeah, I closed 80% at this level, and I'm still in this trade for 20%. Okay, so we shall see, right? If price starts doing this, then all I'll do, guys, is move this stop loss from here and just keep trailing the 20%. Okay, so that was the first trade, and this was successful pound New Zealand dollar. The trade that was unsuccessful was euro Canadian dollar. And I discussed this yesterday. There's such a thing as trading badly, and then there's unsuccessful trading, and they're different, guys. Yeah, if you follow your rules and how you trade and your strategy and your money management, and the trade goes against you, that's not bad trading. That is unsuccessful trading. Yeah, you're going to have unsuccessful trades. Yeah, nobody has 100% win rate, right? So that's what happened with euro Canadian dollar, because everything pointed to sell, right? We were in a downtrend. Price of retrace. We got this nice wick rejection, and the idea was just to take price further back down to the next piece of support. Okay, so that was the idea. If we drop down to the H1 now, well, just to carry on, actually, if we drop down to the H4, because where I entered, if I go back in time, right, I actually entered here, yeah, this H4 candle. All right, and again, if we follow H4 structure, this was also in a downtrend, right? If I come out of the replay mode, you can see price shot up. And if we look at the H1, we also had a H1 structure break. Once we broke these lows here, yeah, we was with H1 structure, price came up, and then bang. As soon as it broke these lows, yeah, I entered. Okay, and the idea was to take it potentially back down to here, if not further back down to here, guys, all right? But as you can see, price shot up, yeah, and took out my stop loss, which was sitting in here, guys, all right? So this was an unsuccessful trade. It was a little bit news related, but as you can see, price continued up, yeah, and it just left the building. Yeah, we're not, as soon as it breaks these highs, we're not interested in selling euro Canadian dollar. Simple as that. What else were we looking at? Yeah, and then we were looking at the yen pairs, and these would have been good trades, but they were breaking down so much that they were not that easy to trade. But the idea was to buy Canadian dollar yen. Why did we want to buy it? Well, it was in this range, and then price broke out of this range. Okay, and ever since then, we've just had bullish candles. We've seen some real yen weakness. Okay, and then if we drop down to the H1, we pinpointed a few levels, right? So it did end up reacting at this gray zone in here, but for me it had just broken down so much that I wasn't interested. Yeah, it just carried on breaking down. But in hindsight, it would have been a very nice trade, and it came up and hit its higher time frame target. All right. If we look at this on the H4, it's probably a good entry, really. It's just the strength of this H4 selling candle. Yeah, there was the yen strength came into the market with this candle, but then it was quickly averted. We had this candle, but it wasn't bullish enough for me because this candle was so bearish. Therefore, I didn't enter, but as you can see, it would have been a nice trade. And it's the same story of Euro Yen, guys. If we start with the day chart, we were looking to buy this because we had broken out of this range. We found ourselves in this range. Price broke out with this nice bullish candle, and the idea was just take it a little bit further up to this psychological level. And again, that's exactly what happened. If we drop down to the H1, though, again, it was breaking down. Yeah, if we follow H1 structure, yeah, it started to look like it was breaking down, right? And then once it does build back up, it's difficult to trade these candles because you've got this candle, holding at these highs. It's not until this candle that we see a real break. But at that point, it's already hit target. All right, so the yen pairs were tricky to trade yesterday, and they've been quite volatile. But, like I always say, ignore the noise. The direction was good, and it would have been a good trade. Okay, so those were the trades from yesterday. Let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoy receiving my trade ideas and analysis every single day, then please come join the channel. Subscribe to the channel right now, smash the notification button, and if everyone could please smash the like button. It really helps support the channel. Thank you very much. Right, trades for Thursday, the 25th of April. Before we get started, guys, let me just mention a few things. So, first of all, if you haven't joined our trading community, then why not? Come join it. Like-minded traders sharing knowledge, experiences, trade ideas. So come join the free Discord. All you need to do is create a username and we let you in. It's as simple as that. Next, guys, we're also giving away free access to our VIP Trading Academy right now if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers. Simple as that, guys. Free access. That's where I give you all of my trade signals. I give you all of my tutorials of things I've learned over the years, and you get direct access to me as well. All right, so check that promo out. It's in the video description. Also, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can. Yeah, you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member, and there's many perks for doing so. All of this is all in the video description. Also, guys, don't forget, live stream today, 8 a.m. New York Eastern Time. Come join me for that. I look forward to it. Get your questions ready. Right, trades. So basically, guys, you could trade any yen pair. We have basically seen yen weakness come into the markets. It was already in the markets, but this yen weakness is extended. Okay. Now, on the day chart, let's go to the day chart. If you look at any yen pair, pretty much, right? We've broken these highs. With this candle here, this is a continuation of an uptrend. That's Aussie dollar yen. Which other one's CAD yen? This continues to keep, this was a trade idea from earlier on. This continues to keep flying up. We're in an uptrend. And bullish candles. Doesn't look like it's slowing down. Euro yen, again, yeah, bullish, bullish, bullish. Break of an important piece of resistance. Yeah, I'm just showing you can literally buy any yen pair at the moment. Pound yen, this has just broken these highs over here and this important level here, clearly in an uptrend. All right, so you can trade pretty much any of those yen pairs. We do need to be concerned with, are they a little bit overbought, right? Because some of them they're a little bit overbought, but judging by the candles, it doesn't look like it's slowing down. The momentum is with that yen weakness. And how to trade it. Let's just look at one example, right? You know, what I'll do, guys, I'll pinpoint a couple of zones that I'm interested in. Yeah, like these. Then we're going to drop down to the lower time frames. So you can see we've got this area through here. Yeah, I'd look for a retrace, a bullish reaction, and then we can start buying. That would be more of a H4 trade. And if we drop down to the H1, you know, it might just only get to this level, right? Price comes down to here. Moving average 20 catches up and we get a bullish reaction. And then we start buying Aussie dollar yen from there. So that's generally how I'm going to trade all of the yen pairs. Retrace into an area of value and then look to buy it. All right, guys. So that's the yen pairs sort of as a clump of trades. I also have two more trades. Okay. Pound New Zealand dollar. Yeah, we were trading this from yesterday. This idea still hasn't changed. All right. We need to look at the weekly chart for this one to understand it even better. You can see there's this area through here on the weekly chart, which was once very good resistance, is now good support. We love this setup. We're in an uptrend. Okay, and we're back at this support and we're getting a bullish reaction. Potentially we can come back up to these last highs here. All right, if we drop down to the day chart, what I also like is the fact that we're in this range between here and here. And look at the reaction we've had. Obviously, we had that candle a couple of days ago. And we've also had this candle. I like it because the bottom wick is far bigger than the top wick. One thing I like. And the body of this candle has broken the high of this candle. All right, so that tells me there's upward momentum. Okay, so we still like this trade, guys. If we drop down to the H1, you know, potentially, if you're not in this trade already, potentially a entry right now if we get a bullish reaction, because we just want to be with H1 structure. And this is where we're at currently. Okay, so we're at the moving average 20. You know, if we get a nice bullish reaction in here, I would consider adding to this trade. Okay, take price up to here, if not further. Or price might want to retrace back down to this level. This level has proven to be a good level now, right? And if we get a reaction in here, I'll also look to buy pound New Zealand dollar. All right, so guys, always plan what you're going to do with a trade before it even happens. Yeah, nothing will surprise you then. You have a plan, stick with it. And also the NASDAQ, out of all the indices, it's just that the NASDAQ looks like a potential sell trade, right? I mean, if you look at the weekly chart, first and foremost, look how bearish that weekly candle is. It does not get more bearish than that. And all I'm trying to do is take it back down to the bottom of that candle, but perhaps it could come further. Now, if we drop down to the day chart, you know, we are clearly up here and then bang. Yeah, we are clearly in a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. You don't have to be Warren Buffett to see that is in a downtrend. We have a nice big bearish candle as well, and we've got room to move into. All right, so, you know, a good setup potentially. If we drop down to the H4, okay, it's probably clear on the H1, but there's a nice level through here. So H1, as you can see, has been breaking down. Yeah, and all we want to do is a retrace back into this level. What was once support becomes resistance. The moving average 20 comes round. This could be a really nice area for selling. All right, guys. So yeah, bit of a retrace, sell from this zone here. And those are my trade ideas for today, guys. Let's take a look at the news now. So news for Thursday, the 25th of April, guys. Before I get started, don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. And also don't forget to join me for the live stream today, 8 a.m. New York EST time. Right, news. So this is important. 7 o'clock. First of all, Australia's on holiday and New Zealand. Happy Anzac Day. Yeah, enjoy your day off, guys. I'm sure you will. But for us, the rest of us that are working, 7 o'clock, you've got the GfK, German consumer climate. So this could move any euro pair. After that, guys, the next piece of important news is at this. And 1:30, we've got a lot of important news at the same time. We've got continuing jobless claims, GDP, super important at the moment, and initial jobless claims. So all of this data here could really move the US dollar pairs. Yeah, must be aware of that. And then after that, guys, no other news that we're interested in. All right, so guys, hope you have a great trading day. Don't forget to join me for the live stream, and I'll see you later.